What's going on YouTube? I hope this is recording on the right screen. I keep saying that every beginning of the video, but it never does. So I have to record another video. But today we're going to be going over the NAS 100 and US30. So first we're going to start off with NAS. I'm on a daily time frame, and today the market, I wasn't really watching it live, but from what I can see right now, seems like the market reached for these equal lows right here. Yeah, and then reach for this order block. We might get a reversal tomorrow, but who knows? Most likely. And if we drop down to the, okay, so we're on the 4 hour, and we see market break structure here to the downside here and here, and we see it come down trying to test these lows, but we get rejected. Now we're currently consolidating. Okay, now let's drop down to the 1 hour and see where we're at today. Okay, so we can see during London session, we tried to break above this high, did not happen, so we got rejected. We broke structure right here with this big candle, tried to retest. You could have took a trade off of this order block right here. Came back into this order block and dipped down also. 1 hour fair value gap got traded into. That could have been a trade. So let's mark this out. We have break a structure, gets traded back into. I want to make this gray. So break a structure right here at 9 on this 1 hour fair value, on the 1 hour time frame. My bad. It gets traded also back into a 1 hour fair value gap, also back into this 1 hour order block that we see yesterday when market closes, or right before market closes. We get traded back into, we get a drop right back down. Oh, that was actually yesterday's. Okay, my bad, going over the wrong day. We come back down, breaking structure again right here. So let's mark this one out. Breaking structure again. Asian session consolidates. We drop down below this low. We drop down below this low. London session hits. We get traded back up into this order block. So we get a trade right back in at this order block. Yeah, this order block and this intermediate term low, or this lower low, or higher low. I don't fucking know. But it gets traded back into this low, as you can see right here. And we have an immediate rejection to the downside. Okay, now let's drop down to the 15-minute time frame, see if we could have taken any trades off of this run. So like I said, London session has this massive run up after reaching these Asian lows. We get rejected. Boom. Comes up, targeting this lower low, trades into it, dips off, creates a fair value gap right here, doesn't trade into it. So also we have a inverse fair value gap right here. Have an inverse fair value gap right here. I'm gonna draw this out. Inverse fair value gap. We get traded right back into it. So after this candle would have closed, after we get this down closed candle, you could have been looking to take a trade off of this inverse fair value gap, as it does come right back into it and continue the trend downward. Boom. Let's drop down to the 5-minute time frame, see if we could have taken a trade up in here, or see if we can find a trade. not taken. So we have that run during London session. We come into New York Open. That's when that rejection hits. Boom, boom, boom. We don't really get a trade. We do get, not really. We do have this order block right here that did get traded into. That plus the inverse fair value gap would have been some trade confirmations that you could have used to get into this run following the trend down. Also, right here, I see a 5-minute fair value gap, fair value, FVG, fair value gap. Oh, that's tweaking. I almost forgot what the hell FVG means or what a fair value gap was. But as you can see, this fair value gap right here gets traded into. Also, we have this low. We trade into this low, plus the fair value gap, plus the breaking structure right here. So you also could have taken the trade right here if you knew what you were looking for. So we break structure. We break structure right here. We come back and trade into it. No, we don't. We break structure, keep going down. We come back and trade into it at 9.55. Could have taken the trade right here if you knew what you were looking for and wrote it right back down. Now if we look on the 1 minute time frame, I didn't look on the 1 minute time frame yet, my bad, I was watching Naruto. If we look on the 1 minute time frame, I don't think I seen anything on the 1 minute time frame when I looked earlier, but we'll double check just in case I missed something. Fair value gap right here, I already see one, traded into, continues to trend downwards. Fair value gap, traded into, continues to trend downwards. That's that 5-minute fair value gap that I marked out that we did trade into. But right here, 1 minute fair value gap, traded into twice. Also, break a structure, comes back into it twice. Let's go to PM session. My bad, I'm burping because I just had some Chinese food. PM session doesn't really do anything. We get this run up right before lunch, then we just start consolidating. So now let's look at US30 and see if we could have found a trade on US30. We're gonna start off with the 1 hour fair value gap, or the fair value gap, 1 hour time frame. So as you can see, this order block on the daily time frame is being considered as a resistance line. Today actually we did trade below at 10, grabbing the liquidity. And as you can see, when we first grabbed the liquidity at 6, the type of run we had, boom, all the way crossing all the way above this Asian high, targeting the previous day's high, boom, then we get rejected. We come back down at 10 and at 11. Come down, grab some more liquidity from below this order block, or from this order block, and then we just get a run up to the upside above this Asian high, targeting this previous day's high. As you can see right here, we ran into it, then we got rejected again. Let's drop down to the 15-minute time frame. Not really a trade I see on here, but I do see this order block plus a fair value gap fill. We get ran into, we cross down into this order block. Could have taken longs targeting this high right here. That would have worked out pretty nicely. targeting this high right here. Let's drop down to the 5-minute time frame. So we get that initial run down at 9:30. Get that run down. We swoop the liquidity from down here below this order block. We come up, trying to target this order block, get rejected, come back down to grab more liquidity so we can push above this high right here. So we have an intermediate term high right here. Let's mark this out. I'm going to delete this. So we do have a shift in market structure. We come up, come down, breaking below market structure. You could have taken buys here. My bad for my grammar. You could have taken buys below this discounted area right here. Maybe I have to backtest more and figure out what happens when I see more breaks of structure. I'm talking like I'm teaching, but I'm really just teaching myself. I'm not really talking to you, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, these videos are for me to learn off of, so I can talk out loud and, backtest the market. But yeah, break a structure, reaching for this high, we get rejected, comes down, touches this fair value gap right here. You get run up to this fair value gap on a 5-minute time frame, get rejected, comes down into this order block, and picks up the liquidity from this low right here also. Puts the liquidity from this low order block, fair value gap. If you don't see that fair value gap, I'll mark it out. So we do see it trade below this fair value gap, touches it, barely breezes it, and we get that initial run up to this high right here. And this happened, this run happened PM session. So initially during lunch we have a move to the upside, we come down, we come back up, fair value gap in the 5-minute time frame, we come back down after lunch, targeting this low, targeting fair value gap, targeting 15-minute order block, grabs the liquidity, shoots up above this high, starts consolidating. Interesting. I've noticed a lot, like I said in the past video, PM session normally has a move like AM session, normally in the same or opposite direction. So as you can see in AM session, we have this move to the downside, and then PM session, we have this move to the upside. Kind of weird how the market works, but I'm still learning. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on the video, and if you have any advice for me, leave it down in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys on the next one.